Hi, my name's Andrew Gately. I work for the US Foreign Commercial Service in Guangzhou, China, in the south of China. I'm here today with Sherman Li, who is our office's expert on the healthcare industry, and today we're going to discuss the market for dietary supplements in China.
Thank you, Andrew. My name is Sherman Li with the Commercial Service, responsible for dietary supplements. I'm very pleased to have this wonderful opportunity to share the industry views with the US companies. It is true that the industry has been growing very fast during the past 10 years. From 2003 to 2008, the market size increased from 4.5 billion US dollars to 12 billion US dollars. That indicated an annual growth rate of 30% during the past 5 years. It is also worth mentioning that the Guangdong province of South China played a very important role in dietary supplement industries. With a number of large direct sale company headquarters in Guangdong, the province has already represented over 40% of the total sales of dietary supplement in China.
So it sounds like that it's quite a market. Why has it been growing so rapidly, Sherman?
I think it's basically there are three major reasons for the fast growth. Number one, the rising people's living standard has definitely contributed a great deal to the industry growth. Number two, for thousands of years, Chinese people have developing and using natural therapy and herbal medicine for disease prevention and treatments. That made the dietary supplement naturally acceptable to the Chinese people. Number three, China actually has the largest consumer group in the world. At the present, there are millions of Chinese people suffering from all types of chronic diseases.
So it really does sound like there's a huge market here. How can US companies go about entering the Chinese market?
The market actually is very good. That's for sure, but it doesn't mean it's an easy market. I would have 3 points to share with the US companies. First point is to better understand the China regulatory requirements. Although the dietary supplement can be sold in China, either as functional foods or general foods, but it's important to note that only registered functional foods are allowed to claim health benefits on their labels, while the general foods are not allowed to do so. In other words, if you sell your products, your dietary supplements in the China market as a general food, you may find it difficult for your products to be recognized by the Chinese consumers. Now, point two is to design the right strategy for your market in China. In terms of market entries, prices, and the business models. Take the market entry, for example. South China have two major cities, Shenzhen and Guangzhou. Both cities have a population of over 10 million people. And both cities actually are among the top 5 wealthiest cities in China. Both can be identified as a qualified pilot cities for Chinese, for American suppliers to choose as the major entry ports. Point 3 is to make a decision to come to China. you know the market is easy here, but if you don't come to China, it wouldn't be possible to make a sale. As you may already heard about the Chinese sayings, first one is seeing is believing. The second one is selling cattle over the mountain, which means if you don't see the cattle, how can you buy a cattle? So unlike the United States, it's very difficult to do business in China without face-to-face meetings. As a trade specialist in Guangzhou, I'm always ready to provide the best service to US companies, and I look forward to welcoming the visit of US company to South China. Thank you.
Thanks, Sherman.